Well, Jim, one last question before we get out of here. This one was sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Deontay Ash in San Diego. Hey, Jim, would it be intriguing to have Cody as the interim owner or booker of WWE? He could be just like his dad, Dusty Rhodes, and also he could have disputes with Stephanie and Shane for the ownership. They could do different angles and have matches until he returns. It's a good way to keep him on TV. What are your thoughts?
Well, now, he said the owner or matchmaker in the question. Is that the way he phrased it?
Based on the second half of the question or questions here, I'm assuming that he means on air.
Okay, well, still, no, I wouldn't be opposed to Cody being the matchmaker or the authority figure or whatever they call general manager, whatever. Although general manager, maybe they could come up. Executive producer is a cool title.
How about EVP?
On television. EVP, there you go, the EVP. Easy peasy EVP. To say he was the owner would stretch credibility and just be gaga. But Cody can talk. That's one of my jobs when I was doing it in TNA, is you had to explain the stipulations, these goofy matches that these writers come up with. He can talk. He can do that. He knows how to make things serious and how to put his foot down. It might be something if they indeed did make him, for some reason, for him to become the matchmaker, and then he could interact with all of the top guys that he's making these matches for that can't touch him because he's office, and there'd be consequences and repercussions. But then when he finally is ready to get back in the ring, he'd have animosity with a bunch of people. I like that idea.
So with Punk, you thought it was a good idea to keep him off TV until he's ready to come back. And obviously a different situation, world champion, they're going to establish an interim champion. With Cody, who's out, we're told 9 months.
Well, yes. Well, see, nobody said that Punk was going to be out. I mean, my God, he still, even though he hurt himself, he wrestled a match and finished it. I don't think he's goddamn paraplegic. He might only be gone a couple months, we hope. But they're talking about Cody being out for 9 months. There's going to be at some point where we need to make sure that everybody remembers that Cody's still around. 9 months is longer than 2 months.